Hi guys, so today we're making a creamy mushroom pasta and these are the ingredients I'm using. I'm using Santa Maria. I really like Santa Maria. So in a pot, boil your water, add some oil and some salt to make sure your pasta doesn't stick together. Stir, stir, stir. As that's stirring, add your pasta. I'm using the Santa Maria penne pasta. I think it's penne pasta. While that's cooking, cut your condiments. So your onions, your garlic. My pasta had already cooked, so I put that aside and then cut your mushrooms. In a hot pan, add some cooking oil. I added about a tablespoon and a half of cooking oil. Here you want to sweat your garlic, cook it down until it browns. So yeah, a bit of ASMR for you guys. I swear, voiceovers are the most funniest things to do because you realize how slow your video is going to the speed of you talking. So when that's browning, add your onions. And here what we're doing, we are sweating the onions down. Then we're adding our mushrooms. Mushrooms need to be really cooked really well. So I'm sauteing this for about 7 to 10 minutes approximately. I'm adding a bit of dark soy sauce. And the thing is, you have to be really careful with soy sauce because soy sauce is quite salty. So in this stage, I'd really advise not to add any salt, just for good measure and so you don't oversalt your food. And the soy sauce also gives it a very beautiful color, as you can see. It looks gorgeous, delicious. It looks so nice. Okay, anyway, in this pan I have about a tablespoon and a half of cooking oil and adding a tablespoon of margarine. People use butter if you have butter. Mimi ni kienyeji, sina butter. I have Blue Band, so like it does the work. Don't judge me. So mix that with some garlic. We're just sweating them down. We're not actually cooking the garlic this time because we want the pasta to have that garlicky flavor. So let that cook for a bit until the flavors have emulsified into the sauce. So we're making a white sauce. White sauce is basically oil, butter cooked down. Then you add your 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, in short unga chapo, 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of unga chapo. Then we're cooking it down, and this stage is very crucial. You have to make sure your heat is very moderate and not too high, so you don't want to burn the flour, but you also want to cook it enough so that it doesn't taste all gummy and floury. So you add your milk. I had 3/4 cup of milk, but it also depends on the amount of pasta you're cooking. So if you're cooking like a big amount of pasta for definitely more people, it's advisable to like use a cup and a half of milk because it thickens. It becomes thick like your grandmother's porridge. So this stage I am letting that cook down. It's still doing its thing. So here I have salt and black pepper. I have a teaspoon of black pepper and like a level teaspoon of salt. So meaning, see a full teaspoon, just enough. Don't oversalt also. So here is where you add your spices. Whatever floats your boat, whatever if you're feeling risky to use, you can add chili powder. You can basically add whatever you feel that suits you. If you like it more spicy, add more spice. If you like it mild, probably just do the salt and black pepper. I use paprika just to add a bit of color because white sauce in itself is pretty white. That's a bit boring. You need your food to look like it has a bit of color. and it gives it a very good kind of orange type of vibe. So what I'm doing here is I'm breaking down the paprika lumps because no one wants lumps in their food. I'm still breaking it down. So you have to be very careful in this stage because it thickens quite fast. So you have to keep stirring. And what I'm doing there, like swishing it to the side, I'm checking the thickness of the sauce and if it's ready. So if it thicks heavily, it's ready. If it doesn't, it thicks slightly, it needs a bit of time to cook down. So do that. And personally, at this stage, you can stop there and add your pasta. But knowing me, I wanted to know how it'll taste like if it was cheesy. So I grated down some mozzarella cheese that I had in the freezer and I put that inside. Yeah, it melted, and then I added the mushrooms back into the sauce. Anyway, a bit of ASMR. Msikise how this sounds so nice. That at this stage is where I add the already cooked pasta. Yeah, stir, stir, stir. Make sure the sauce is coating the pasta in every crack and crevice. It looks beautiful. It looks really nice. So stir. Also make sure it's under low heat. Apart, what you're doing from making the sauce to this point is low heat so that it doesn't burn. Remember, it's still a flour based sauce. So yeah, that's how it looks like. Gorgeous. And that's how the end product looks like. Oh, I also made some chicken in the oven. I will make a separate video about that when I go get some more chicken. I'll show you how I make easy, fast chicken in my very small oven. So plating that up in my famous pasta plate. I love that plate so much. It's like a bowl and a plate. I feel like that's every woman's dream, a plate that looks like a bowl. Then that's how gorgeous the chicken looks like. Oh, like it too. Where's in Let me see what material. Anyway, add your chicken. So that's how my plate looked. I'll be uploading a new video on YouTube probably every Wednesday. So subscribe. Thank you.